This goes, what are some maybe business lessons that you learned from bodybuilding? Because I think one of my big things that I preach is with working out. I think a lot of life lessons can be taught through working out.
Oh yeah. I mean, I learned about life in the gym. The gym was my training ground for life. It was my life for many, many years. But as I ventured out into other business activities, I thought about how did the gym work? When I went into banking and finance, I was like, I don't know anything about finance. I wasn't really into finance, but I wanted to be uncomfortable again. When you're uncomfortable is when you grow.
Yep.
I learned that from the gym. When you're
That's kind of
uncomfortable,
where we're at now.
Yeah.
How the people that have the heart and want to take the risk, people are getting uncomfortable, and the ones that do it are the ones that are going to come up.
The gym is home for me. It always has been, and I feel most comfortable when I go back home. To maintain that my basic premise of life, I want to get uncomfortable. So occasionally I'll wander out from the gym and sort of hang with average people, or normal people, non-bodybuilding, non-athletic people. I want to know what it is they feel and do. And they knew who I was, but I didn't teach. I wasn't a teacher at this point. And I was around bankers. I was around people in finance. And you know something? They were all raised with Muscle and Fitness magazine, Muscle Builder and Power magazine, as it used to be called. Yeah. And they knew me because they grew up when I was in the magazines. Mm-hmm. So it made my business in other realms of life easier. But what did I apply to answer your question? I applied the discipline and the attitude of looking towards success. Now, when I was in the gym initially, I did everything wrong. When I won the universe in '78, I trained wrong. According to science, no. I trained totally wrong, but I won the universe because I believed. Mm-hmm. Now imagine if you do what's right according to science and you have that attitude. Wow. That's amazing fuel.
Yeah,
and that's
I like
what
that.
Prop is about too. Doing things that are scientifically right, but yet one of my goals before I move on to the next big gem in the sky is to pass on the love of the game. The love of the game, I mean, even in golf, it's Tiger Woods Incorporated against, what's his name, guy he was playing against a lot, Mickelson, Phil Mickelson, okay? And you can see when they get into, like they were the last couple of weekends, the competition, they forget about the corporations, and it's the love of the game. Oh, that's why everybody loves Tiger, because Tiger has this love of it. He's to the point where it's not about the money anymore. The money's been made. He's won 64 championships, I think. Yeah. You know, he has a family. He had an injury. He came back. When you watch him play, when you watch him tee off, it's like going up to the squat rack. I was telling a buddy of mine and I walked the course with Tiger Woods one time, and every time he hit a drive, it's like he gets the same thing we do in front of the squat rack. I mean, what we do relates to any realm of life. You can transfer the energy here to other business activities and other sports. You know, and there's a certain untextbook spiritual connotation of sport and life that has to be addressed and hasn't been addressed enough. And that's why I'm with Propta.
Awesome. All right, I got one more for you because I know we got to get out of here.
Okay.
One, again, bringing it back, what are some of the lessons you learned from being part of the, back in the 90s, the WWE Bodybuilding Federation?
Okay. Well, the WWF, as it used to be called. It's now called the WWE. But Vince McMahon recruited me like he recruited, first round draft in football. Mm-hmm. They came after me. They wanted somebody recently retired to represent bodybuilding in this new organization, to plug bodybuilding into the promotional and marketing strategy of the WWF, now called the WWE. And I'm thinking, here's a guy, Vince McMahon, takes home $1.5 billion a year. He has a company worth 10, 20 billion at that time. And I'm thinking, I have the opportunity to connect bodybuilding to that. I had to. Yeah. I wanted to see, Mr. Olympias like Hulk Hogan. They were a national household name. And it was very successful to a certain degree, but I think we were like a little bit too soon. And we certainly, some things were against us, and it was difficult for a variety of reasons, which I can tell you more about at some point. But I think what we did, and the one thing I'm very proud of, is we made a difference in terms of production value. We had pay-per-view productions. I was involved in that. We had TV. We had tremendous money put into these big, gigantic productions. And people realized that bodybuilding can be big business too, like wrestling. Wrestling used to be a cigar smoking sport in the local places in the local cities.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon bought wrestling from his father, made the WWF and now the WWE. And I think bodybuilding deserves that chance as well.
Yeah.
I think it can go there, but we need to work on a few things. And one of the things that I intend to work on is with Propta in terms of that dark cloud which encompasses bodybuilding right now.
Yeah. Getting that camaraderie again.
Yeah.
Back into not trying to do it for the wrong reasons, but for the right reasons, and taking those risks.
You know, and I think that bodybuilding is a wonderful activity, you know, and I think we're sort of made a lot of mistakes ourselves. I mean, we call certain shows natural bodybuilding championships, and we call certain shows just regular bodybuilding championships. You don't see the natural football championships or the natural baseball championships.
Yeah.
Maybe you should. No, no steroid, no drug makes you a superstar.
Yeah.
If that was the case, we have a lot more superstars walking around here, not in LA. And you don't.
Anybody can, pop